All right, ready to dive deep. Today we're tackling the pyramids.
And not the alien conspiracy stuff, right?
Exactly. We're going for the real deal enigmas.
The stuff that makes you think.
You've got to be curious, though.
And ready to question everything you thought you knew.
Speaking of questioning, did you hear about that new chamber in the Great Pyramid?
Oh yeah, after all this time they find something new.
Hidden for over 150 years.
Makes you wonder what else is hiding in there.
So this wasn't just some Indiana Jones type stumbling upon a secret tomb.
No, this was high-tech science.
Muon tomography, they call it.
Seeing through walls with cosmic particles.
Sounds like sci-fi to me.
Kind of is, but it's real.
So these muons, they come from space.
Cosmic rays hitting the atmosphere.
And by measuring them, they can map out what's inside solid rock.
Exactly. Density differences show up like an X-ray.
So why did it take so long to find this new chamber?
Well, it's a newer technique.
Still, with all our technology.
And the pyramid is huge. Takes time.
So what's in this new chamber? Gold, mummies, the lost city of Atlantis.
Funny you should say that because it's empty.
Empty.
For now, at least.
So a big mystery then.
Was it always empty? Did something used to be there? What was its purpose? So many questions.
Hold on, didn't I read something about another possible chamber? Bigger one, near the Grand Gallery.
Could be connected. It's close by. Makes you think.
Secret chambers, hidden passageways. The pyramids never disappoint.
They keep us guessing.
Speaking of guessing, what were these pyramids even for? Really just tombs for pharaohs.
The age-old debate, isn't it? And honestly, we don't really know for sure.
I mean, no mummies have ever been found inside the pyramids.
Exactly. You'd think after all these years, at least one pharaoh would have been found taking an eternal nap in his pyramid.
Right. It's pretty strange if they're just tombs.
It's not just the missing mummies either. No hieroglyphics.
The elaborate writing they put in other tombs.
Exactly. Telling stories, guiding the dead. Nothing like that in the pyramids.
No Book of the Dead inscriptions either, right? Nope. Just bare stone. So, huge, precisely built structures, astronomically aligned, but none of the usual tomb stuff.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Were they power plants? Observatories? Ancient alien landing pads?
Let's not get carried away. But the tomb theory doesn't quite fit.
Okay, fair enough. But how did they even build these things? Moving massive stones, no modern machinery. Was it all slave labor, like in the movies?
Actually, no. We know that's a myth.
Really?
We found papyri records, ancient timesheets, basically. They paid the workers.
Wow, so skilled labor.
Organized teams, foremen, the whole shebang. One team even had a name. The Pharaoh's Shining Team.
The Pharaoh's Shining Team, that's fantastic.
It was granding even back then, right?
Amazing. But still, how did they move those giant stones? 80 tons, 800 kilometers from the quarry.
That's where it gets really impressive.
No wheels back then.
Sleds, rollers, ramps, ingenuity, and let's not forget, these guys understood geometry, astronomy, engineering principles that we're still trying to fully grasp.
It boggles the mind. The precision, the scale.
It really does. A modern construction firm, the Dalen Group, estimated to take them 5 years with 3,500 skilled workers and modern technology to build the Great Pyramid.
And the ancient Egyptians did it with, what, 4,000 skilled workers and 20,000 laborers?
Something like that, and it's still standing after 4,500 years.
It's almost unbelievable. Makes you wonder if there wasn't a little bit of magic involved. Speaking of which, we got to talk about the elephant in the room. Those alien theories.
Oh yes, the ancient astronauts. Always a popular topic.
So are we saying little green men built the pyramids?
Not necessarily, but the idea of ancient Egyptians getting a little help from a more advanced civilization, maybe even extraterrestrials, it's intriguing.
I could see why people are drawn to it,
Right.
especially with how complex and precise the pyramids are. It's hard to imagine how they pulled it off with just Bronze Age tools.
It does make you wonder, and that's where we'll pick up next time, exploring some of those more unconventional theories.
Stay tuned, folks. Things are about to get interesting.
Welcome back, everyone. Remember where we left off.
Teetering on the edge of conspiracy theories.
Something like that. We're going full-on speculative now. What if the ancient Egyptians had a little extra help?
Okay, you've got my attention. Spill the beans. We talking alien tech.
Maybe not lasers and spaceships, but some researchers believe they might have had assistance from a more advanced civilization?
More advanced, like from another planet.
Possibly. Think about it. The sheer scale and precision of the pyramids. Some argue it would have been nearly impossible with just Bronze Age tools.
Yeah, it's one thing to build a mud brick house, It's another to build a structure that aligns perfectly with the stars.
Exactly. And there's no detailed documentation of the building process either. No blueprints, no engineering manuals.
So a lost civilization with advanced knowledge then. Maybe Atlantis.
Maybe. It's definitely fuel for the imagination.
I'm all for a good mystery, but let's talk specifics. What about that Orion Correlation Theory? Something about the pyramids lining up with stars.
Right. It's the idea that the layout of the Giza pyramids mirrors the three stars in Orion's belt.
As they appear now.
No, as they appeared around 10,500 BC.
Wait, 10,500 BC? That's way before the pyramids were supposed to have been built.
Exactly. The theory suggests the pyramids are much older than we think.
Remnants of that lost civilization. Now we're talking.
And it gets even more interesting. Have you heard of the D&M pyramid and the face on Mars?
Hold on. Pyramids on Mars.
There are formations on Mars that some people believe are pyramids.
Built by the same folks who built the Giza pyramids.
Well, most scientists say the Martian formations are just natural, but they happen to be aligned with the cardinal directions, just like the pyramids at Giza.
Okay, that's a little creepy.
Coincidence. Or something more.
I'm starting to see why these alien theories are so popular.
It's the mystery, the unknown. It makes you think bigger.
It's like those pyramids are whispering secrets across time and space.
Maybe they are.
All right, so we got from muons to Mars, ancient engineers to maybe even ancient astronauts. It's a lot to take in.
Definitely makes you think, doesn't it? And it begs the question, what if we could solve all the mysteries of the pyramids? Would it ruin the magic?
That's a good question. Part of me wants to know the answers, Get to the bottom of it all.
But would it take away the wonder?
Yeah, I guess so. If there's no mystery left, are they even that interesting anymore?
That's what some people think, but I'm not so sure.
Oh, why not?
Well, even if we knew how they built the pyramids, the techniques, the logistics, all of that, would we know why?
You mean like, why go through all that trouble?
Exactly. Why those specific alignments with the stars? Why that level of precision? What was driving them?
It's like finding out how a magician does a trick.
Right. You know the mechanics, but you still don't understand the artistry behind it.
So with the pyramids, even if we had all the technical answers, there'd still be bigger questions about their purpose, their meaning.
And those deeper questions might actually be even more fascinating than the ones we're asking now.
So the mystery doesn't go away, it just changes.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe those theories about energy fields and alien influence would start to make more sense.
If we understood the ancient Egyptians' worldview, their beliefs about the cosmos.
Right. Like those papyri records showing the pyramid builders weren't slaves, that changed our whole understanding.
Imagine what other discoveries might reveal. The people who designed them, their beliefs, their motivations.
The human side of the story, not just the stones, but the people who put them there. Their names, their lives.
It'd be incredible to connect with them across the millennia.
To see the pyramids not just as monuments, but as testaments to human ingenuity and faith.
So solving the mysteries doesn't have to mean ruining the magic. It could make them even more meaningful.
And that's what makes the pyramids so special. They're a reminder that the pursuit of knowledge is an ongoing process.
We may never have all the answers, but the journey itself is what matters.
And with every new discovery, we get a little closer to understanding these incredible structures and the people who built them.
Well, folks, I think that about wraps up our deep dive into the pyramids. We've covered a lot of ground today.
From cutting-edge science to wild speculation. But one thing's for sure, the pyramids continue to fascinate and inspire us.
And who knows what the future holds? New technologies, new discoveries, maybe even new mysteries.
The pyramids might have a few more secrets up their sleeves.
Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop learning. Thanks for joining us.